Now check out this dog. What do you think he's doing? He's barking, because when you understand your dog's bark, you can help him live a happier life and keep him safe from harm. And on this channel, we talk all things dog training and behavior. So if you're new here, make sure to stay tuned for more weekly videos. But if you were to ask any other person walking down the street, they might say he's being mean, he's being aggressive, he's scared, or he's bored. This is especially common in dogs that are left alone for long periods of time. It's also very common in dogs that are victims of abuse or neglect. If you see signs of anxiety along with the barking, such as pacing or destructive behavior, it's important to seek professional help to teach you how to reduce your dog's anxiety. And if none of these people understood dogs, they wouldn't be able to tell which one was right, but we can do better than that. It's often accompanied by wagging and playbout. It's usually triggered by things that the dog enjoys, like playing fetch or seeing their favorite person. It's the bark that every dog owner knows. If you notice that your dog's barking has changed in frequency or intensity, it's important to take them to the vet to rule out any medical causes. Some conditions that can cause pain include arthritis, cancer, and dental disease. It can also be used as an alert or to express excitement. It can also be used as an alert, but is usually louder and more intense than the short bark. The long bark is often accompanied by pacing or other anxious behavior. The short bark is usually not very loud and is often followed by a tail wag. This is a low, guttural bark that is often used as a warning or a threat. It can also be used to express dominance or aggression. The growl is usually accompanied by a stiff-legged stance and bared teeth. This involves teaching your dog to bark when you give the command speak and then being quiet when you give the command quiet. This can be an effective way to stop your dog from barking at inappropriate times, such as when you're trying to sleep or when company comes over. One of the best ways to stop your dog from barking is to give him plenty of exercise and mental stimulation. Provide your dog with plenty of chew toys to keep him occupied and redirect his chewing to appropriate objects. If your dog is barking out of anxiety or fear, then you need to work on building his confidence. This can be done through socialization, training, and creating a safe and comfortable environment for your dog. A tired dog is less likely to be bored or frustrated, and therefore less likely to bark. Make sure to give him plenty of opportunities to run, play, and explore. Make sure to take your dog for walks, hikes, and trips to the dog park. A certified dog trainer or behavior consultant can help you identify the underlying cause of the barking and develop a customized plan to stop it. Don't wait until your dog's barking becomes a serious problem. Take action today to stop your dog's barking and make him the well-adjusted, happy dog that you know he can be. And if you leave him alone for long periods of time, make sure to leave him with plenty of toys to keep him occupied. If your dog is barking aggressively, it's important to seek professional help. There are 3 main types of barks that dogs use to communicate and share with fellow dog lovers. That's all for now. See you next time. And if you can learn to identify them, it will help you to better understand your dog. If your dog is not getting enough exercise or mental stimulation, he will become bored and start barking out of frustration. Make sure to give your dog plenty of exercise and playtime. And if you leave him alone for long periods of time, make sure to leave him with plenty of toys to keep him occupied. Aggression is a sign that your dog feels threatened and is likely to bite if approached. If they aren't socialized, they may bark at unfamiliar people or animals out of fear or anxiety. In fact, many adult dogs that are afraid of other dogs or people weren't socialized properly as puppies. These are both effective at stopping a dog from barking, but it's important to choose one that is humane and only gives a small amount of correction. Never use a choke chain or any other form of physical punishment to stop your dog from barking. Not only is it inhumane, but it will also damage your relationship with your dog. Socialization is so important to helping your dog live a happy and well-adjusted life. It's essential to expose your puppy to a variety of different people, animals, and experiences in a positive way so that they grow up to be a confident and friendly dog. It's a sign that your dog wants something, but can't get it. This can happen when the dog wants to go outside, wants to play with you, or wants to get a treat. It's important to try to figure out why your dog is frustrated and fix the problem. Otherwise, the barking can become excessive and lead to other behavioral problems. It's a loud, sharp bark that comes as a surprise and is usually in response to something that has caught his attention. For example, it could be a bird outside the window, someone at the front door, or even a squirrel scampering around in the backyard. The key to an alert bark is that it's unexpected. They'll often have a startled response like jumping up or running in place. You can see in this example how the dog wasn't expecting the squirrel, but then reacts quickly when he sees it. When they bark at you, it is important to remember that they are trying to get your attention to show you what they see. So don't punish them for barking at things. Instead, teach them a command like quiet or speak and reward them when they bark on command. Then when you hear the bark, you can calmly say quiet and reward them for being quiet. This will teach them that you want them to alert you with a bark, but also to be quiet once they have your attention. In today's lesson, we're going to learn why your dog is barking so much and what it really means when he does it. Hi there. I'm a certified dog trainer and behavior consultant, and I am the creator of a well-known dog training program. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now let's take a look at this dog. Again, what do you think he's doing? This time, maybe you guessed that he's barking because he wants to go outside, but maybe you're not so sure. In reality, this dog could be barking for any number of reasons. Let's find out why. Reason no. 1. An alert. An alert bark is one of the most common types of barks that you will hear. No. 2. Anxiety. Anxiety is another reason that your dog may be barking excessively. No. 3. Excitement. One of my favorite barks is the excited bark. It's a high-pitched bark that comes out in short bursts. No. 4. Frustration. A frustrated bark is a lower-pitched bark that is often repetitive. No. 5. Aggression. An aggressive bark is a serious matter. It's a low, guttural bark that is meant to intimidate. Number 6. Boredom. Boredom is another common reason for excessive barking. No. 7. Lack of socialization. Puppies are naturally curious and want to explore the world around them. And finally, number 8. Health issues. Pain and discomfort can also cause a dog to bark excessively. Now that we know the 8 reasons why your dog may be barking, let's learn about the different types of barks. The first type of bark is the short bark. As the name implies, this is a short, sharp bark that is usually used to get your attention. The second type of bark is the long bark. This is a drawn-out bark that is often used to express frustration or anxiety. Finally, the third type of bark is the growl. Here's a table that summarizes the 3 types of barks, the emotions associated with them, the sound, and some examples of each. Now that we know the different types of barks, let's learn how to stop excessive barking. You can also try using a bark collar. Bark collars come in 2 main varieties, those that give a mild shock and those that spray a fine mist of water. Another option is to train your dog to bark on command. You can also try to identify and address the underlying cause of the barking. If your dog is barking out of boredom, then he needs more exercise and mental stimulation. Finally, if your dog is barking out of frustration, then you need to teach him alternative behaviors. This is especially common in puppies that are teething. If you've tried everything and your dog is still barking excessively, then it's time to call in the professionals. When you understand your dog's bark, you can help him live a happier life and keep him safe from harm. Thanks for watching. If you love your dog, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe.